I gotta say, I make a pretty good breakfast for my dad on Father's Day, don't I? Happy Father's Day, everyone. Let me take this outside. But here's one last look at it. Gordon Ramsay style scrambled eggs right there. Sorry, I don't know if you can tell what I made, but yeah. So sorry, it's hard to. Gordon Ramsay style scrambled eggs, 2 strips of bacon, and a little fruit salad made with blueberries, strawberries, grapes, salt, lime, and my all-time favorite herb, basil. Happy Father's Day. Okay, let's take this outside. A little bit noisy in here. So, that's the gift for my father on Father's Day. Well, here's the thing. He probably won't eat it, but he appreciated the idea. And come on, it's Father's Day. Why wouldn't I do that? And wow, it's just about as windy as it was yesterday. Actually, maybe a little less windy, but that's because it's a lot less cloudy. But now that's taken care of, I believe I owe you a panoramic shot. Boom. Literally, it got like 50% better just because the sun got out. But that's okay, because I love being up here anyway. And it's windy, and I came prepared. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, so I won't freeze out here like I did yesterday. And, well, actually, I was wearing sweatpants yesterday in yesterday's video, but I'm like, I'll wear jeans. This is my outfit for today. Celebrate Father's Day. Don't really know how, but first things first, we have a low and high and act of kindness to do. So let's see, my low was, well, I guess my low is the fact that it got really cold and windy yesterday. That's my low. Don't get me wrong, I love it up here no matter what, but yeah, if I really have to say it, yeah, being cold and windy up in Cuba Lake's no fun. But yesterday got a lot better because my nephews came up last night. Well, my twin nephews came. The youngest one is still with his mom and dad. But the twins came up. They spent the night. It's been wonderful. In fact, you may have just heard one of them as I was walking out the door earlier. It was great. We had a lot of fun, helping me get ready for bed. And after that, my father and I went to get some dinner. So we went to the Swits, which was wonderful. I'll talk about that in a second. And my act of kindness was, well, you literally just saw what I made for my father on Father's Day. That's already the act of kindness in of itself. But if I really have to, but then again, I would have done that anyway. So I'll say that, actually, pretty much any act of kindness I would have done anyway. I mean, I could say, help my parents watch my nephews yesterday, which I did. I could say that I helped my folks get everything ready for today, which I did. So, take your pick. I've got lots of them. But yes, I think today is, in spite of being as windy as it is, it's going to be a wonderful Father's Day. Good morning. Happy Father's Day, everyone. It's also Sunday. It's also Juneteenth, which I did a little research, and Juneteenth was the last slaves in the state of Texas were freed. I believe that's what Juneteenth is. Which, I mean, do I even need to point out how bad slavery is? Slavery is wrong. We don't like that. It's a horrible thing. I mean, if you want further proof, watch One Piece. Or read One Piece. There's slavery in that. Seriously, One Piece is, Actually, that does remind me. Today, the final chapter of the Wano arc in One Piece should be published today. Before they go on a month-long, hiatus, while Oda, the creator of One Piece, prepares for the final saga. Now, should I talk about it now, or should I wait until a bit later? I mean, I've known about the hiatus for quite a while at this point, and I didn't want to mention anything yet, just simply because, again, it technically hasn't started yet. So that's why I'm going to wait just a little bit longer before I share my thoughts on the fact that we have a hiatus, because I actually do have quite a bit to say on that. Although, in terms of anime and manga, I really have been meaning to talk about this for a little while. And it kind of makes sense that I should, especially with One Piece being, going on hiatus for a little while. And that is, both Hunter x Hunter and Berserk are coming back. Which I really do feel as if I should talk about both of those series, just simply because I may not have watched or read them, but I do know how both of their stories go. And I also know the ramifications to what's going on with both of them. So I guess I'll start with, Hunter x Hunter. For those of you who don't know, Hunter x Hunter was actually first released the same year One Piece was. Yes, for all intents and purposes, Hunter x Hunter is as old as One Piece. So you're probably wondering, how come Hunter x Hunter doesn't have the widespread claim and fame that One Piece has? Well, really what it boils down to is several factors. One of which being, the creator Yoshihiro Togashi himself. As, he was originally known for doing Yu Yu Hakusho, which is a great animated series. I love that series a lot. It's definitely in my top 10 for sure. And he made Hunter x Hunter afterwards. Now, the thing about Hunter x Hunter is it gets a lot of fun poked at it because there have been incredibly long hiatuses. We're talking like ones that last years. In fact, the fact that Hunter x Hunter is coming back this year is really huge because we haven't gotten a Hunter x Hunter chapter since 2019. So, trust me, when I say it's been a long time, it's been a long time. And also, Togashi has some pain-related issues. I think like in his back or something. And, when you're drawing manga, you need to be in a comfortable position. And if you're in pain, you can't really do that. And the thing of it is, Hunter x Hunter was originally supposed to end after, Gon found his father. But then either he wanted to do more or people wanted him to do more. I forget what the story is. But the fact that Hunter x Hunter is coming back really is huge. Again, I'm not so much of I'm an admirer of Hunter x Hunter, rather so much as a fan of it, if you will. But with that being said, for any of you who are watching, who are Hunter x Hunter fans, let me say my sincerest congratulations to you all. You've probably been waiting Lord knows how long at this point. So when that first chapter releases later this year, I really hope it's everything you wanted. I mean, granted from what... Because I watch Liam of the Grand Line Review, but he also has another channel called New World Review. And he talked a little bit about, how crazy it is that Hunter x Hunter's coming back. But more importantly, when Hunter x Hunter first began this hiatus, it was on it ended on a pretty weird way. The title of the last chapter that was ever released was Clash Part 1. And it's been 3 years. I would not be surprised if there's a little bit of an underwhelming effect when it comes to the significance of this new chapter release. But, who knows? I mean, then again, I'm sure there have been lots of anime and manga chapters that have come out throughout the history of manga that sounded like they'd be great, but they were underwhelming upon first reading it. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But now I absolutely have to talk about the other manga that's coming back, and that is Berserk. Now, as you all know, I've been surrounded by lots of anime and manga in my life. Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho. I think Rurouni Kenshin might be in there. I don't know. But I grouped them all together, even though I don't think Rurouni Kenshin is in this category. But they are known as shonen manga. Where basically, the characteristics of a shonen manga are the protagonist is a young boy. Goku at the beginning of Dragon Ball, he was a young boy. Luffy, Naruto, they were boys at the start of their series. Gon from Hunter x Hunter, that's a shonen manga. Hunter x Hunter's a shonen manga. Gon is a boy. Now, naturally, shonen manga is not the only category of it. There's lots of different kinds. There's like, but the one I'm focusing more that deals with Berserk is called seinen manga, I believe, where this sort of manga deals with more adult-related issues. Like, really adult, sort of violent. It can be bloody, it can be gory. Not really so much for kids, if you will. And what makes the return of Berserk even greater is the fact that somehow they're going to be able to continue making it, even though Miura, the creator of Berserk, had just recently passed away. Now the author of a manga or an anime, them dying before the series is complete, that's nothing new. It's happened before. But the thing about Berserk is, for one thing, Miura was just a man who was ahead of his time, especially when it came to art. Like, I personally have never read Berserk all the way through, but obviously I've seen, you can find chapters and, images online everywhere. It's the day of the internet. And let me tell you, just one panel alone has as much technical art to it and beauty to it as some of the finest paintings you'll ever see in the world. Like, the man was definitely a show not tell in the way of how he drew everything, and everything is just absolutely beautiful. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's what people are concerned about with Berserk coming back, is can you legit be able to recreate what Miura was able to do? I'm sure there's someone out there who can, but is it going to have that same feel? Seriously, there's a lot of people that are going to ask these sorts of questions upon Berserk's return. And when it does, people are going to be talking about this. They really will. And with especially Berserk is, even though I haven't read it, I do know the story of it, and between that and Hunter x Hunter, I'm really glad they're both coming back. Because I would love to see how Yoshihiro Togashi writes his way out of all the chaos that he wrote prior to starting this hiatus back in 2019 for Hunter x Hunter. And as for Berserk, I'm interested in seeing how the story is going to go. Because, yeah, technically it quote-unquote ended on a happy note, but it was really only about as happy as you wanted to make it out to be, just simply because, again, Miura is dead. There's nothing really you can do about that. So, there's that. And how are they going to be able to recreate his art style? I think on any given, I once heard on any given day, Masashi Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto, says it takes him 2 hours to draw an entire page in the Naruto manga. I suspect that Miura took a lot more time than 2 hours per page. At least that's what I think. So again, it's really interesting to see what happens when both Berserk and Hunter x Hunter come back. As for fans of both of these series, congratulations. You're getting your series back. It's wonderful. It's awesome. I can't wait to see how the internet reacts to it. And who knows? Maybe this will give me an opportunity to pick it up. I don't know. I have to see about that. Again, I don't really need to read it since I already know what happens already. Maybe not in explicit detail, but I know what happens already. And who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised myself about how the internet reacts to it. Still got time to see. So as for my plans today, I plan on helping my folks get ready for a big party. We're having a Father's Day celebration. It's going to be, my cousin is bringing up my grandparents. My brother, his wife, and my other nephew are coming up as well. Both of my twin nephews are already here. My mom, my dad, myself. It should be a pretty good day. I really do feel like it's going to be a good day overall. And, yeah, that's really about it. Outside of, well, I guess we really talk about what I had the sweats last night because, it was my open faced prime rib sandwich. But, okay, so here's the thing. This actually does have to do with my father, right? So, my father went to college at Albany, at the Albany School of Business, and literally every single person he knew and met there acted exactly like, everybody on the show Seinfeld, which is actually a really great comedy series. Without question, one of the most famous Seinfeld, there's a lot of great Seinfeld episodes, but I think one of the most quotable episodes ever is easily the one involving the soup Nazi. And the soup Nazi had a lot of rules, but he made a lot of really great soups, and one of them was the lobster bisque. And so we go to the Sweats last night, and I tried the lobster bisque. That's probably the best lobster bisque I've ever had. I mean, I did have a lobster bisque once back when Tony R's was around, but Tony R's is no longer there. So, congratulations to the Switzerland Inn. You now have made the best lobster bisque I have ever had. Thank you very much. And, my father got pizza for him and my mom. Had a wonderful evening. Their pizza came with extra cheese, sausage, peppers, and onions, in case anyone's wondering. But right now, we're just gonna, get ready to have a nice day. I'm gonna celebrate Father's Day with my dad. Love you, Dad. And if you're a father out there, if you're a father or grandfather or godfather or someone who acts like a father to someone, this day is dedicated to you. You deserve it. And I hope you have a nice day. So like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on the social media platforms on YouTube. I'm very humble to make this video. For all of you guys who watch and enjoy, today will be a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. And remember, because I'm going to talk channels, we'll be here to learn and always have your back. Take care and make good choices. Okay, fine. Now I gotta stare into the sun. Oh, the sun is horrible. It's so bright. Okay, that's a little better. Gosh, this view never gets old.